Hi, I'm Frank. With today's technology changing so quick from Spotify to Pandora, even YouTube Music, it's a wonder anybody even takes time to actually put a record on and let it play for 20 minutes and then flip it over. And many people like to argue, do records actually sound better than CDs, MP3s, or even a WAV file? That shouldn't really be the question. The question you should be asking yourself is, are you playing vinyl that is clean? Join me in the next few minutes as we look at ways to clean vinyl on a budget. The Spin Clean. For $80, you get a machine that actually bathes your records, gets deep down in there into the grooves, sucks all the grime out, the dust out. And also, it's important that when using your Spin Clean, you always use distilled water. Getting way down in there, taking those mold spores out. I would recommend it. Again, we're looking at ways to clean records on a budget, and this would be a simple way to go. Vacuuming the record. When using a machine similar to the Spin Clean, a lot of times what you end up doing is getting a microfiber towel and actually wiping the water back into the record. And a lot of it gets back into the grime, the soap. For a side note, when using the Spin Clean, when you pull it out of the machine, always have something else to rinse the record out with, because that soap scum there could get in there, stay in there, leaving actually pop sounds. So when using a microfiber towel like this, which is a glove, wiping the record after is usually you would do with a machine like this. I highly wouldn't recommend that. So what I would recommend is vacuuming the record. Anything like this. There's so many different types of things they sell like this for about 20-30 bucks, and it actually sucks the water off. Again, we're looking at ways to clean records on a budget, and they do got things like the Record Doctor and things like that that cost anywhere from $200 to $2,000, but we're looking at something that's less than $100 that actually gets the job done. Hooking up one of these mechanisms here to a wet and dry vac would actually suck the water out permanently dry with one pass. And as the video shows, this is something that I highly recommend when cleaning a record on a budget. After cleaning the record, you don't want to put them back into a record cover that's filled with mold spores or dust, or it's very brittle. You know, they always recommend you go with the plastic covers if you have enough, but if you cannot do that, put the record back into a sleeve like this. And if actually you can't do that, don't even put the record in the sleeve. I would suggest you placing it back into the cover without the actual sleeve. Cleaning records can be therapeutic and actually pretty fun. I've got thousands of records to clean myself. I've already done almost about 1,000, and I'm looking forward to doing the rest. Some of these records I've had been sitting on the shelf for 20-30 years because, you know, once MP3s came out and CDs and YouTube and Spotify, it's very rare that I sit there and go back and play records. So I'm removing things off these records that's been built up on there for, again, 30 years. Anytime buying records from the Goodwill or swap meets or antique shops or even record shows, I always come home and clean them really good. I even recommend, buying new records, you clean them, because when they come out of the factory, sometimes they got some kind of particles on there. Thanks for watching and joining in. Again, this was cleaning records on a budget. If you can afford a $2,000 or a $400 machine, go ahead and do that. But if you can't, some of the things I recommend will be beneficial to you. Thanks for watching. I'm DJ Tricks. See you on the next one.